Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. I ain't never seen my screen this wide. Man. Usually I'm using my my Lumix GH4. I'm doing my videos in this room. So yeah, I've never seen it like this. Let's get into it, man. Tekashi 6ix9ine, obviously from the title you can tell he was just robbed. He has actually been hospitalized. Which is absolutely awful. And we should all feel bad for Tekashi 6ix9ine. We should pray for Tekashi 6ix9ine. But hopefully this will teach Tekashi 6ix9ine to start making better decisions in terms of baiting people to quote unquote test his gangster. Um, way the story goes, by way of TMZ, Tekashi was leaving a video shoot around 4 a.m. this morning, and a vehicle, I'm not sure which kind of vehicle, followed in behind him in his driveway and blocked him in. I'm sure immediately he was thinking, who the hell is this? He was probably hoping it was just one of his buddies, some Treyway guys, or maybe even some fans that are just taking things way too far. But three hooded gunmen got out of the vehicle and proceeded to beat Tekashi 6ix9ine, rendering him unconscious. And beat him up pretty bad. There's a picture on TMZ's website of him laid back in bed with the robe on, and he's got a knot under his eye, and he looks like he's trying to get some rest. And I don't know who took that picture. I don't know if he wanted that to get out there or what, but it was awful. That's awful, man. I hate to see it happen to that young man, but I also sort of am not happy, but I also think this could help Takashi because at least you didn't lose your life. At least this is like a warning from God to tell you to slow down, young man, chill. We just hope you don't come back and reap all that you sown because he's did a lot of talking to a lot of people that are known to really not play many games. And I just think it may be time that a lot of this stuff starts to catch up with him. And I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong. Can you imagine all the jokes that's going to go on tomorrow with Charlemagne and Ebro in the morning and bash him. Hopefully he rides with him to the wheels fall off. But this is ugly, man. They said that they was pulling up at his house, beating him with a gun, took him in the car, took him for a ride, and told him, if we don't get what we want, we will kill you. Now, think about this. You know it's amateur night. When you pull up behind somebody at their driveway, get out of the car, beat them, throw them in your car, and tell them you want more than what's on them, which I don't know what he had on him at the time, but you want more than what's on him. You were already at his house, you idiot. That's where the majority of his assets are going to lie. All they had to do was get out, tell him open the door, or we're gonna blow your brains out. Because people usually throw you in the car and take you directly to your bank. Pull your bank card out, empty all of it out. We want everything. They're gonna get your wallet out, look and see what bank it is on your card, and take you right to that bank and tell you to punch in the code. We'll do the rest. You sit back. I don't know what these cats was on. They put him in the car. That was stupid. And it's a good thing. Takashi, you ought to be very thankful because they said his baby girl and his baby mama was in that crib and they were left unharmed. So thank God they didn't take him in the house like a professional robber would have done. These was amateurs. Anybody that's well versed in that field, they would have taken him directly into the house and then taken him out of the house and directly to got his wallet out and took him to his bank. And whatever bank was on that card, they would have took him there and told him to empty out his account. Well, they would have emptied the account for him as soon as he punched in the code. Either that or lose your life. What you gonna do? But these was amateurs, obviously. So they took him back into the car and told him they wanted everything. And apparently they must have got $10,000 to $20,000 or $5,000 to $10,000 in and about I think like $75,000 in jewelry, which is he probably had a lot of jewelry on him because he was shooting a music video, 4 a.m. So if you shoot that, a thing, and when Tekashi 6ix9ine shooting a music video, he's jeweled up. He got on the little what's the jigsaw chain and the 6ix9ine spinny chain and all kinds of stuff. He probably had in earrings and had rings on his fingers. I'm sure he was iced out. So they got all of that. But 75,000, I would have guessed his jewelry was worth a lot more than that for whatever. I don't know the video he shot, but he might not even put the video out. Would you put the video out now that this happened afterwards? It's almost like an omen. It's almost like I don't even want to do it now. But because it's after the night I got the night that same night that I got robbed is when I shot this video. But I don't know, man. They ended up riding him away, telling him they wanted everything else, and for some reason, I guess when they came to a stop, they didn't have the child safety locks on because Tekashi jumped out the car. He jumped out and fled, and apparently one of the gunmen jumped out behind him and started to chase him. Now, this is the part that gets me. It almost makes it seem a little fake. It says that one of them gave chase to Tekashi and then turned around shortly after because he didn't want to be identified. Okay, they know. Okay, well as known, Tekashi could have known that he turned around and didn't chase him any longer. But how would Tekashi know the reason? How would he know because he didn't want to be identified? You don't know what the reason it was, or maybe they was in the dark and was going to a well-lit area, and I guess that could be the only way. But I don't see how he could have read the guy's mind. Like it ain't like the guy's going to scream and be like, "Hey, stop!" Because I don't want to be ID'd. I don't want you to find out who I am. Or maybe he feels like he knew him. Or maybe he knew the vehicle. In fact, he knew him, and if he got to this well-lit area, he could be identified. He could find out who it was because it said they had on hoods. It didn't say they had on masks. But they pulled up the same way they put up the XXXTentacion. They pulled up right behind him and blocked him in. I think they was in front of X, but still, he couldn't go anywhere. And then Tekashi jumps into someone else's vehicle, jumps into another vehicle that he sees just riding down the street. And then all of a sudden, the guy calls 911 for him and puts him back out of the vehicle. This is what we got to stop doing, y'all. This is what we have to stop doing. We have to stop seeing these kids in need and they're fighting for their life, and we just call 911 for them and tell them to get out of our establishment, like the kid got cut up in Brooklyn, or get out of our vehicle, like Tekashi. What if those same gunmen would have rode around the block or wherever y'all went, no matter how far y'all got? You never know if they was following that vehicle or what, and saw him and say, "Oh, we put him out the car. Let's go get him again." What's wrong with us as a society? You see a child in need and they're asking you to call law enforcement, and you do that and then put them right back, throw them right back out to the wolves? That's crazy. Come on, we got to start using our heads, especially us as adults. I don't know. I know it's awful though. How would you feel if it was your child and he had just got away from his alleged attempted killers? Would you want somebody to just call 911 for him and then throw him back out of wherever y'all at? No. You stay with me, or I'm taking you to the hospital, or I'm taking you to at least to the police station, or I'm taking you home. But don't just throw him back out there. That kid that got stabbed up, they said he still fought for his life and tried to crawl his way to get to the set to help, but he died. I don't know, man. It just seems like nobody wants to get involved, but everybody wants to point the finger when something bad happens. We got to start taking responsibility. We got to start owning up to our own actions. If that's me and the kid is in need and I see he just got beat up real bad and he's saying that they stole his jewelry and they took his money, I don't want to be involved in terms of shooting back at him or nothing like that. But I do want you to safety, and I'm trying to save your life because you're the one in front of me right now. Tekashi wasn't trying to harm that guy. Whoever the driver was, that guy should have taken him to the hospital or to a precinct, or at least home. You don't put him back out on the street and it's 4 or 5 in the morning. That's crazy. It's starting to make me mad. I don't know what the world's coming to. Excuse me. But yeah, man, I woke up to that news this morning and It really threw me off. All right, Roger Coleman says, what had happened? Look, bro, Tekashi 6ix9ine is leaving his video shoot at 4 in the morning. Finishes the shoot, I guess, drives home, pulls into his driveway. A second vehicle pulls up in behind, and as he's getting out of the vehicle, I'm guessing, or they pulled him up. I don't think they could have pulled him out because I'm sure he would have just locked the door. So he must have been getting out of his vehicle. I don't see how he didn't see the vehicle coming or what. It sounds fake, but you can see the picture though on TMZ's website where they beat him up. Where he's in the hospital and he's got a dot on his eye where they pistol whipped him. So as they do that, they said they beat him with the choppers and he was knocked him unconscious. Then another thing that makes it seem fake, let's say there's amateurs, they go put him in the car and drive him around and tell him they want everything. If they don't get what they want, they're gonna kill him. I don't see why they wouldn't have just taken him directly to his house. And thank God they didn't, because his baby girl and baby mama wasn't there. But put him in the car and didn't take him to his bank. I don't know. He jumps out of the car, finds a moving vehicle, and jumps in the passenger side and tells him he needs help. They call 911 for him and put him back out. It's awful. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just pray for Tekashi. I think you should do the same. And hopefully things will start to change and we'll start to value human life a little bit more. This generation is crazy. DJ Dusky, y'all, and I'm out this thing. Peace. Oh yeah, and pray for me too. And I'm praying for you. Praying for the world. So believe that. Later, y'all.